Take it, now.
Just a minute before, Daichi Sato had been admiring a vintage brass clock on the cluttered shelf, his collector's eye catching the intricate filigree. But the shopkeeper's reaction was not what he expected.
Excuse me, how much for this antique clock? It's beautiful.
That clock isn't for sale. Put it back.
Not for sale? It's right there on the shelf. What kind of shop is this?
Before he could argue, the silver-haired shopkeeper thrust something else toward him, a small battered wooden box, her gray eyes blazing.
Take this wooden box. It's free. Don't ask why.
What? No, I don't want some old box. I just want to buy the clock.
I don't care what you want. Take this box and leave. Now.
Daichi stumbled out onto the street, the box still untouched on the counter, her urgent voice ringing in his ears as the door slammed shut. He couldn't understand what had just happened. Daichi stood frozen on the sidewalk, still trying to process the strangest shop encounter of his life. Then the door burst open behind him.
Wait, you have to take it. Please, just take the box.
She's chasing me now? This is completely insane.
Stop. I am not trying to cheat you. Just take it.
What does she really want from me? Nobody gives away antiques like that.
He rounded a corner and ducked into a narrow alley, pressing himself against the wall until the footsteps faded. Only then did he hurry home.
I've been to dozens of antique shops. Never seen a shopkeeper act like that. Something is seriously wrong here.
Hours passed, but the image of that battered wooden box kept surfacing in his mind, pushed at him with those urgent gray eyes.
Why me? Out of everyone who walks into that shop, why pick me for that free box?
Sleep did not come easily that night. The mystery of the shop owner and her strange demand had taken root, and he knew he would have to go back. The next morning, Daichi found himself standing outside the antique shop again, a mix of dread and curiosity coiling in his stomach.
I am not here for the box. I'd like to buy that vase on the shelf instead.
That vase is not for sale either, but I have something better for you.
From behind the counter, she produced an old brass compass, its needle quivering slightly as she held it out.
A compass? You are offering me a compass for free now? Why? What's your game?
No game. Just take it. It will guide you when nothing else will.
Guide me? That makes no sense. She's definitely hiding something. I am not taking anything until you tell me why you are doing this. No more free gifts.
The answer isn't mine to give, but you'll understand soon. Come back when you are ready.
Daichi stormed out, more exasperated than before, her cryptic words echoing in his mind. He needed answers, and he would get them. Determined to break the pattern, Daichi returned the next day, every question blazing behind his eyes.
I am done playing games. Tell me exactly why you keep forcing free things on me.
I gave you my answer, but perhaps you need a different key to understanding.
She placed a dainty silver locket on the counter, its filigree catching the dusty light.
First, a compass, now a locket. She's not answering. She's stalling. Number. No more trinkets. Tell me what's really going on, or I am walking out for good.
Then take the wooden box. It's the only answer I am permitted to give.
Permitted? She's not acting alone. Someone's behind this. Fine. I'll take the stupid box. But this isn't over.
Back in his apartment, the box sat on his coffee table, heavier than its size suggested. He stared at it, heart pounding. With a deep breath, Daichi lifted the lid of the battered box. The old wood creaked. Inside, nestled on faded velvet, lay a single brass key, ornate and heavy.
A key? After all that, she gave me a key.
He grabbed it and rushed to his front door. The key slid into the lock but refused to turn.
It doesn't fit here. What lock does it open?
He tried the balcony door, the bathroom cabinet, every lock in the apartment. None matched.
Reina? I opened the box. It's just a key. You need to tell me what it unlocks.
Find the lock. That's all I can say.
Wait. Don't hang up.
The line went dead. Daichi stood in the silence of his apartment, gripping the key tighter, frustration boiling into cold resolve. The key burned in his pocket all night. By morning, Daichi was back at the antique shop, the bell above the door jangling with his anger.
Back so soon? Have you found the lock yet?
I am done with riddles. Someone put you up to this, and I want to know who.
As I said, it's not my secret to tell.
Then whose is it? You said someone permitted you. Who gave you those orders?
My grandmother. Before she died, she made me promise to give that box to you.
Her grandmother. That makes no sense. I never knew anyone with an antique shop. You are lying. Using your dead grandmother to manipulate me. That's sick.
It's the truth. She said you would come looking for answers one day, and I was to give you the key.
Daichi stormed out, slamming the door. The grandmother's name echoed in his mind, a lead he would tear apart until he found the truth. That night, Daichi sat hunched over his laptop, scouring every corner of the internet for Reina Yoshida and her grandmother. The results were barren. No photos, no records, as if they'd never existed.
Nothing. Not even a mention. How can two people be that invisible online?
He shut the laptop and walked to the window. Down on the street, a shadow moved. Or did it? Paranoia slithered up his spine.
Am I being watched? No, that's crazy. But ever since that shop, nothing feels right.
The next afternoon, he kept to the shadows across from the antique shop, watching. When Reina stepped out alone, something clicked. He would follow her. Reina walked through the city, her silver hair bright under the streetlights, oblivious to Daichi trailing 20 paces back.
Where is she going? Not home. She's heading toward the old district.
Murmuring to herself, just a little further. I hoped it wouldn't come to this.
She's talking to herself? She looks afraid. Maybe she's not the mastermind after all.
They moved deeper into the city, the shops thinning out, the streetlights growing dimmer. Whatever Reina was heading toward, Daichi was determined to see it. Reina turned through a rusted gate into a small memorial park, the kind forgotten by the living.
A memorial park? What is she doing here?
She knelt before a modest stone marker, her fingers pressing a folded paper into a crevice.
I've delivered the key, just as you asked.
Then she stood, bowed once, and hurried away without looking back.
She left something. Whatever it is, it might be my only clue.
After counting to 30, Daichi crept to the stone and pulled out the note. He unfolded it. The handwriting was elegant, old, for Kenji Sato, from your friend Emisher.
Kenji Sato. That's my father's name. This can't be a coincidence.
He stood frozen, the note trembling in his hands, the key in his pocket suddenly feeling like a bomb. He pocketed the note and hurried home, his father's name burning like a brand in his thoughts. In his apartment, he tore through storage boxes, searching for anything connected to his father.
There has to be something. A clue, a document, anything.
His fingers closed around a faded photo album. Inside, an image stopped him cold. His father, smiling, holding a brass key.
That key. It's identical. The same intricate bow, the same length. Dad always talked about a safety deposit box. For emergencies, he said, but I never knew where.
A yellowed bank receipt fell from the album page. Tokyo Central Bank, dated the year before he disappeared.
Tokyo Central Bank. That's it. The lock I've been searching for.
He shoved the key, photo, and receipt into his pocket and grabbed his coat. Minutes later, he was striding through the night streets, the key a cold anchor in his fist, toward the bank. The Tokyo Central Bank stood silent against the dawn. Daichi pushed through the heavy doors, the key warm in his pocket. He approached a clerk at the counter, holding up the brass key. The clerk examined the key, then led him through a security door into the vault corridor. The key slid into box number 127. With a deafening click, it turned. The clerk read the name on the box, then looked up sharply.
He's my father. I haven't seen him in 27 years.
Without another word, the clerk slid the long metal box from its slot and handed it to him.
This is it. The answer to why he left us.
He carried it to a private booth, hands trembling, the weight of 27 years pressing down. Sitting alone, he stared at the closed lid, the air thick with the scent of old paper and secrets, but he couldn't open it alone. Not after everything she'd done. He carried the box straight back to her shop. The little bell jangled as he shouldered through the door. Reina looked up, and her eyes went straight to the metal box in his hands.
I found the lock. It's my father's safety deposit box. I am opening it here, and you are going to watch.
Daichi, I am sorry. I've been waiting so long to give you that key.
She pulled an old envelope from beneath the counter, her grandmother's handwriting on the front. For Daichi Sato, when he comes.
My grandmother knew your father. She made me swear to get that key to you, but she never told me what was in the box.
She really doesn't know. She was just a messenger. All that pressure. And she was as trapped as I was. Then we open it together. Whatever's inside. It's about both of us now.
Reina placed her hand over his on the cold metal latch. With a shared breath, they lifted the lid. Inside the box, stacks of yellowed letters tied with faded ribbon. The top envelope bore his father's handwriting. To my son, Daichi. With shaking fingers, Daichi broke the seal and unfolded the brittle paper. The words blurred before he could focus. Daichi, if you are reading this, I am no longer in danger. I pray you've come looking, because I never stopped waiting. I didn't abandon you and your mother. I had to disappear. The men I testified against would have killed us all. The authorities put me into witness protection. They gave me a new name, a new life, far from you. It was the only way to keep you safe. Daichi's hands shook violently. The paper crackled in his grip. Reina placed a steadying hand on his shoulder.
Witness protection. He didn't leave because he wanted to. He left to save us.
He turned the page, vision blurring. The letter continued with a map and a final promise. I've been waiting in a small town in Akita. Come find me when you are ready. I have so much to explain. Your father, always. Daichi crushed the letter to his forehead, a sob trapped in his chest. The truth was too large to fit inside one man. Minutes passed before Daichi could lower his hands. The letter lay open on the counter, the map and address staring up at him.
My whole life, I hated him for leaving. But he was saving me. How do I even begin to process that?
By going to him. He's been waiting all this time. You owe it to yourself to hear his full story.
Daichi touched the hand-drawn map. A small circle marked a town in Akita Prefecture, surrounded by notes in his father's shaky script.
It's far. What if he's not there? What if I don't recognize him? What if I am not ready to face him? Part of me is still that 6-year-old who watched him walk out the door.
That's exactly why you have to go. To show that boy his father never stopped loving him. I'll help you.
She's right. If I don't go now, I'll regret it forever. I'll go. Tomorrow morning, I'll take the first train north.
Reina nodded, a quiet smile breaking through her reserve. The shop felt different now, less like a tomb of secrets, more like a beginning. That night, Daichi packed a single bag. He moved through his apartment like a ghost, as if the walls already belonged to someone else.
I never thought I'd be searching for him. Not like this.
The next morning, he bought a one-way ticket to a town he'd never seen. The station hummed with early commuters, but he felt utterly alone.
A one-way ticket. Like I am burning a bridge.
Daichi, I thought you might need a send-off. Even if you come back not the same person, come back.
I don't even know who I'll be after this. But thank you for pushing me.
She reached out and tucked something into his coat pocket, a small charm, an old keychain from her grandmother.
For luck. Now go, before you miss the train.
The train doors hissed open behind him. Daichi stepped forward, the ticket heavy in his hand, the unknown stretching north. The train cut through misty mountains, and Daichi watched the city give way to rice fields, the key heavy in his pocket.
I was 6 when he walked out the door. I'd almost forgotten his face.
He pulled out the old photograph, his father smiling, holding that same brass key. The hand-drawn map trembled in his other hand, the circled town growing closer with every station. When the train finally hissed to a stop, he stepped onto a tiny wooden platform, the air clean and cold. The town was silent, narrow streets of old wooden houses, the mountains looming behind them.
What if he's not here? What if he's gone?
Then he saw it, the house from the address, a modest traditional home with a small garden. His legs refused to move. The gate was open, but he stood frozen, fists clenched at his sides.
Just knock. It's just a door. 33 years. Just knock.
Daiji raised a trembling fist and knocked 3 times, each rap echoing through the quiet valley. The door slid open, revealing an older man with graying hair and gentle eyes clouded by bewilderment.
Yes. Can I help you?
I am Daichi Sato. I am your son.
The old man's face crumpled, his breath catching as decades collapsed into a single heartbeat.
Daichi, is it really you? My boy?
Daichi stepped forward, and they fell into an embrace that held 27 years of grief and hope. They held on, neither speaking, tears soaking into worn cotton shirts. Finally, Kenji pulled back, hands on Daichi's shoulders, memorizing the face of his long-lost son. He led Daichi into the small living room, pouring tea with trembling hands, the long-awaited conversation about to begin.
I never wanted to leave you and your mother, but I had no choice. The police came to me after I saw something I shouldn't.
He pulled a yellowed newspaper clipping from a drawer and slid it across the table. The headline screamed about a syndicate trial.
That was me. I testified against the Konan Kai. They would have killed you both if I stayed. The only protection was to disappear.
He was just a regular salaryman. How did he end up in the middle of a syndicate case?
The tea cooled as Kenji spoke of a new name, a remote town, years of isolation and the promise he made to an old friend.
I entrusted the key to Yoshida-san, Reina's grandmother. She was the only one I could trust. I wrote letters hoping one day you'd come.
So the shop, the box, Reina's grandmother, it was all a chain leading me here.
I followed your life from afar as best I could, but I was terrified to reach out. I just waited, hoping you'd find the key.
Part of me wants to scream at him. Part of me just wants to hug him again.
Daichi set down his cup, the story settling into his bones. There was so much still to ask, but for now he just listened. Daichi's gaze shifted to the mantel, where a framed photo caught the light. His father, a smiling woman, and a teenage girl.
He has a new family. It hurts, but at least he wasn't alone.
That's my wife, Yuki, and her daughter, Miki. They gave me a reason to keep living after I left you. I was so lost, but they saved me. And your mother, how is she?
He doesn't know. Of course he doesn't. She passed away 8 years ago. Cancer.
Kenji's breath caught, a low cry escaping his lips. He buried his face in his hands, shoulders shaking. Daichi reached across the table and poured more tea, a small gesture, bridging the silence of shared mourning.
We've both lost so much, but we're here now. That has to count for something.
After hours of talking, dusk fell, and Daichi knew he had to go, but he didn't want to.
Stay the night. We have so much more to catch up on.
I can't. I need to process this, and there are people waiting for me back home. But I'll come back soon.
Kenji nodded, then shuffled to a drawer and pulled out a small tarnished pocket watch.
This was my father's. I want you to have it. A reminder that we're still a family, across the years.
Thank you. I'll treasure it.
They exchanged phone numbers and addresses, and then walked to the door. The weight of the day settling. At the gate, they embraced one last time, a tight, silent promise to not let another 27 years pass. Daichi walked back to the station, the pocket watch ticking in his palm, sunrise colors fading.
Not a goodbye, just a see you later. And for the first time, I believe it.
Daichi stepped off the train and went straight to the shop, needing to tell Reina everything. The bell chimed as he entered. Reina looked up, and a flicker of hope crossed her face.
He's alive. My father is alive. He had to go into witness protection. It wasn't his fault.
He choked on the words, and Reina came around the counter, guiding him to sit. For the next hour, he told her everything. The syndicate, The trial, the pocket watch.
Your grandmother saved my life by holding that key. I can't ever repay you.
You don't have to. I was just keeping a promise. I am so glad you found him.
They sat in silence, the dusty shop feeling lighter than it ever had. Daichi reached across the counter and took her hand.
Thank you, Reina, for everything. I wouldn't have found him without you. You know, that ledger your grandmother kept. It's full of objects, just like my box. People waiting for the truth. We could find them.
You'd want to work here with me? I'd like that.
Reina reached below the counter and opened an aged ledger filled with handwritten entries.
My grandmother kept records of every item entrusted to her. Some names have been waiting for decades.
Then let's start with the oldest ones. They've waited longest.
She smiled, a genuine, unburdened smile, and Daichi realized he had never seen her truly smile before. They pulled objects from the dusty shelf, a music box, a tarnished brooch, a child's wooden top.
We'll need to research each name, track down families. It'll be difficult.
The difficult things are usually the most worth doing.
The little antique shop, once a cage of secrets, now felt like the start of something new. The next morning, sunlight caught the old wooden sign of the antique shop, its lettering freshly dusted. Inside, Daichi sorted through a crate of unclaimed trinkets while Reina updated the ledger, her pen scratching steadily. The shop, once so oppressive, now felt like a library of second chances. Then the little bell above the door gave a soft chime. A young woman stepped inside, clutching a tarnished locket against her chest, her eyes red-rimmed. Daichi and Reina exchanged a glance, not of surprise, but of recognition. Another story had arrived.
Welcome. Whatever you are carrying, you've come to the right place.
On the counter behind them, the original wooden box sat quietly, the one that had once been forced into Daichi's hands. It was no longer a mystery, but a promise that even the most ordinary objects could hold the keys to someone's past. The antique shop that would never sell you anything, only give you what you needed, was open for business.